Hey, Amit, Bangalore. Amit, Bangalore. Good. Good evening. Namaskaram. Vanakkam. Again, we are meeting today. And now, due to the corona crisis, global recession is going intensifying, and now economical big problems are created with all nations in the world except China. And also, due to the global warming and climate change, destruction of the natural resources, soil, water, environment, biodiversity, time and space is again intensifying. And due to corona, the jobs are finished from the industrial sector, and new jobs cannot be created through this industrial sector in incoming future. It's the reality. And government is not having the capacity to create the job. So jobless youth, so-called educated MSc, MCom, MA, MTech, BSc, BTech, BCom, BA, and all other unskilled labor. They will create the big Hollands in future. Maybe, possibility. Because hunger stomach and angry mind, hunger stomach and angry mind commit everybody to push forward the violence. History will give the so many evidences. So for that purpose, if there is no solution, would the so-called highly intellectuals, universities, agriculture universities, industries, and government sector. they are becoming unable to create the jobs. In these circumstances, only agriculture sector having the capacity to create a lot of jobs. But when not in chemical farming, not in organic farming, not in go-adharit farming, not in sustainable agriculture, not on chemical-free farming, not in organic farming, not in Vedas farming, not in yogic farming, and not in chemical farming. All these farming technologies became useless to create the jobs, but are responsible to finish the jobs. But by only producing natural food is not a solution, alone solution to create the job. No. When we will process all the naturally grown produces in our home, in our village, in our cottage industries, then jobs will be created. But if you will sell your agricultural produce in the cities, in the agriculture produce purchasing committee, sale purchase committee, market committee, jobs will not be created. For that purpose, we are giving the model. Just 1 acre model, minimum, in Suvash Palekar natural farming. Which will give in the second year 2 lakh rupees from 1 acre. After 3 years, 3 lakh rupees. And after 6 years, 6 lakh rupees from 1 acre. Net income, net income. Also, this 1 acre model will give 5-layer food forest model. Palekar food forest model will give the millets production, which are to be utilized in our home as a food, pulses, oil seeds, even cotton, and to prepare the jaggery, sugar cane also, and fodder also. 100% food security, 100% solution to fulfill all requirements which are required in our daily life. There are so many models. Morning session also Hindi. One model from Gujarat, Paresh Bhai, Hansmukh Bhai, Wagmashi, district Rajkot. He has a Palekar's 5-layer food forest model, 1 acre. He said today morning in Hindi session that in the first year he got 2.5 lakh Second year, he got 3 lakh rupees from 1 acre. Third year, he got 4.5 lakh. He said this year he will get definitely 6 lakh rupees, fourth year. Paresh Bhai, Wagmash, district Rajkot, Gujarat. His mobile number 8282 67505. 8200 67505. Our Gujarat coordinator has gone there. I sent him to reach that model to see what is the reality. And they have given me feedback last week. Sir, beautiful model. Guruji, what Paresh Bhai say, it is 100% reality. The industries are now closing due to corona. Workers are running back to their villages. And there is a severe unemployment problem. Severe. 14 crore. That means 140 million youth who have got the voting power first time in their life. They are well educated. They know reality by means of the social media. They know what is the truth, what is untruth, what is false. They know very well. This 140 million, that means 14 crore youth are the creative forces, But they are not having any platform to create something. They are not having the platform. Politics misuse them, not giving any creative program, and they become useless. If we will not give the creative work, innovative work, to push their creativeness, skill, innovation, it will be a great loss of the nation. It will be a great loss of the nation. So Subhash Palekar Natural Farming Mass Movement is trying them to give them the best platform, non-political platform, non-communal platform, by which they can utilize their skill which is given by the God. They can utilize their creativeness which is given by the God. They can utilize their innovation capacity which is given by the God. To create something, not lose something, not destroy something, to create something. Then we can stop the violence. Then we can stop the future violence. When I say that Subhash Palekar natural farming is having the capacity to create the jobs. That means we are creating the jobs in the processing plants, which will finish the exploitation of the farmers and consumers. I will give one example. Chemically grown tomato, when farmer is coming in the agriculture produce marketing committee, 2 rupee kg, 2 rupee kg. Cost of production 10 rupees kg and price 2 rupee kg. 8 rupee loss, 8 rupee loss. Commit suicide and migration toward the cities. Not willing to continue the farming. Not willing. But in Subhash Palekar natural farming, we will sell our tomato, naturally grown tomato, straight to consumer, 40 rupees kg. 40. Entire 38 rupees is coming in the pocket of the farmer. If we will not sell our commodity or produces in the open market, but if we will process that tomato in our home, in our farm, in our village, in our cottage village industry, we can process the tomato and we can manufacture tomato sauce, tomato ketchup, tomato chutney, tomato pickle, and tomato sauce, 800 rupees per kg. 800 rupees per kg. Not coming in the pocket of the farmers. Not coming in the pocket. What is happened? When farmers sell tomato 2 rupees per kg chemically grown, industry purchase 2.5 rupees from the APMC market committee, and he process sauce, ketchup in his industry and sell 100 rupees per 800 rupees per. Both are exploited. Farmers are exploited and consumers also are exploited. That means open market is a trap to exploit both producer, farmer and consumer. It is very easy to prepare sauce, chutney, tomato, ketchup, tomato sauce in our home. Chemically grown rice, 30 rupees per kg. Rice. Cost of production, 48 rupees per kg. Loss, great loss. High cost of production. But in Subhash Palekar natural farming, cost of production is zero. Cost of production is zero. And we are selling our rice 70 rupees, 80 rupees per kg. Double price. All the money is coming in the pocket. But when we will process the rice, and we sell the raw material for idli, sambar, dosa, 120 rupees per kg. Processing is most essential. Processing is most essential. Chemically grown wheat, 18 rupees per kg. Naturally grown wheat under Subhash Parekar natural farming, 40 rupees per kg. Double. It is a big demand. But small flour mill in a home on single phase electricity current, and we will prepare flour in a home and we send on a band 60 rupees per kg. 60. Value addition. Chemically grown cotton, 5,000 rupees per quintal in the market. But naturally grown cotton, we will separate the lint of local varieties. We will separate the lint and seed of the cotton. And lint will be utilized to prepare the thread. And thread will be utilized in khadi commission. Small unit, cotton to khadi, with natural color, solar charkha, and weaving machine. We will get 25,000 rupees per quintal. Because we will prepare hosiery also. And that natural hosiery we will sell. A big demand. Open market is a big trap to exploit the farmers and consumers. For that purpose, in 1 acre model, what produces we will take under Subhash Parekar natural farming. We will not sell in open market. No. We will process in our home, in our village, in our cottage industry, village cottage industry. And we will sell straight to the consumer. All money will come in the pocket of the farmers. And jobs will be created. Because it is additional work which can be continued throughout the year. Additional work. Only 2% agricultural produces are processed in India. Only 2%. Only 2%. What a lot of possibility. 100% possibility for the processing. Maybe Europe, America are the rich countries. Maybe. Superpower, economical superpower, maybe. But are very poor country. Poor country. In the sense of the solar light. In Europe, America, 8 months in a year, entire soil is covered by the snow. Severe cold and dense clouds in the sky, continuous sunlight. Nobody can get the sunlight for 8 months. Very poor countries, very poor countries. They have a lot of money, but they are not having the natural resources. They are not having the natural resources. But Asia, Africa, Asian countries, African countries are poor countries. They are not economical superpowers, but they are rich country in the sense of the solar light. We are getting full sunlight throughout the year. Maybe if July, August, there is cloudy weather, but diffuse sunlight we get. We are the rich country. Asian, African countries are the rich country. In the sense of the natural resources, a fertile soil, fantastic soil, water resources, full sunlight, and human resources. Fantastic. But are not utilized properly. Are not utilized. God has given, not utilized. How to utilize full sunlight, we will show in this 1 acre, 5 acre food forest model. 1 square feet leaf surface area receiving 1250 kilocalories solar energy in day. 1 square feet leaf surface area or carpet area, land area, 1 square feet is receiving in one day 1250 kilocalories solar energy. We are not consuming that. We are losing that energy. There are 2 options to conserve that energy, solar energy, so that solar energy can be converted into chemical energy in the plant body. That means green leaves are having the capacity to absorb the energy, solar energy, and solar panel. 1 square feet leaf surface area of any plant conserve 12.5 kilocalories solar energy in one day. 1% capacity has been given by the God to the green leaves to consume the solar energy. 1 square feet leaf surface area consume 12.5 kilocalorie energy one day. If we will cover entire Indian territory with the plants, so that every inch of the Indian soil can consume the solar energy. And that fantastic, marvelous job can be done only by dense forest. a beautiful forest, food forest, Palikar food forest model. We can consume. We can consume. Throughout the year, throughout the year, throughout the year. You see dams, reservoir, water reservoir is open. Water reservoir of the dam is open. Canal are open. Tanks are open. And due to the high temperature, the water is evaporating very speedily. In rainy season, dam is full by the water. And December, it is reduced because of the trans-evaporation losses by full sunlight. Water level is coming down speedily. And in April, May, no water for irrigation and drinking, no water. Great losses of the irrigation water and drinking water through this open reservoir of the dam and the water flowing in the canal and open tanks. Trillions of the rupees are invested in the dams construction. We are not using properly, we are missing. But if we will cover entire reservoir, water reservoir of the dam, canal and tank, all water reservoir, what may be the big water reservoir, 100 of kilometers, okay, by solar panel network, a huge network of the solar panel, we can consume, we can prepare, manufacture, we can create from 1 square kilometer area of the water reservoir, 20 megawatt electricity, 20 megawatt electricity. We will create a big network of the solar panels. Yes, it is possible. Why not? It is possible. God is giving the energy. We can consume. In India, Asian, African countries, there are barren lands. Cannot be utilized in a crop because barren. Lot of we can utilize for this solar panel and solar harvesting. We can utilize. On the highways, national highways, state highways, small roads, they are open. They are open. And in April, May, 48 degrees centigrade. The vehicles are hot, become hot, and AC started inside the car. And we are losing the energy. But on the all national highways, on all state highways and all the roads, we will cover entire highway, state highway and all roads by solar panel, a big network. We will conserve per square kilometer 20 megawatt electricity. We can create. India has the capacity. Asian, African countries are having the capacity. But today we are losing the energy, which is given by God free of cost. Free of cost. So if in India 35 crore acre land, there is 35 crore acre land under cultivation, 350 million acre land under cultivation. If government of India will accept and start Subhash Palikar natural farming throughout nation, I know Government of India will not accept. I know 100% it is true that Government of India will not accept Subhash Palekar natural farming. But if possible, if it will be happen in the dream, we can create a big dense forest of the fruit trees in entire India. On the barren lands, cultivated land, and even terraces also we can utilize. While utilizing the best model of the natural grown terraces, we will show. We are taking the naturally grown fruits, vegetables, sugarcane on the terraces. On the terraces. And then global warming can be restricted. Because these cement forest buildings of the cement concrete terraces are increasing the global warming by creating the great heat. The tar roads are creating the big heat. And barren land also, stony land also creating the big heat, reflecting the heat in the atmosphere, and global warming is increased. We can restrict this global warming by this. If entire India will become a dense forest of the food forest, and we will process in our home, in cotton industry, in our village, we can capture entire global market in our entire global market. Because we are having the huge sunlight throughout the year. Only Asian, African countries can do it. India can do it, not Europe, American can do it. Very poor countries, very poor countries, very poor countries. Europe, America. Satyo, I have taken the calculation. I have taken the survey of labor class 4, class 3, class 2 and class 1. I have seen that if one family, five-member family, if they are getting 15,000 rupees per month income, one five-member family is getting 15,000 rupees income per month, they can fulfill all requirements, including installment of the small houses also, which are built up by taking the loans from banks. You can refund the loan also. Yes. 15,000 rupees. It is a big margin, not necessarily more than 15,000. That means in 1 year, one five-member family want 1,80,000 rupees. 1,80,000. In 5-layer Palekar food forest model, we are producing all our requirements in that 1 acre model, so not necessary to purchase anything. Only medicine and cotton cloth. These are the main requirement, health and cotton cloth. So we can fulfill our requirement within only 10,000 rupees per month. That means 1,20,000 rupees annual. This model for food forest model will give 2 lakh rupees in second year, double than requirement. 3 lakh rupees after 3 years, 3 times more than requirement. After 6 years, 6 lakh rupees per month. And then the youth, migrating youth, nobody want to continue the farming. They are going to the cities, working 12 hours in a day, hard work, getting 8,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees per month. And 10 workers are residing in, youth are residing in one room. For 100 youth, one latrine. Sakshat Narak Puri, Sakshat Narak. What a life! What a life! Is it a life? Is it a life? It is a prison. It is a prison. But when he will listen my workshop, that Paresh Bhai, Wagmashi of Rajkot district is earning 6 lakh rupees, 4.5 lakh rupees from 1 acre, getting 36,000 rupees salary in home per month. And when we listen that Mr. Rajendra Reddy from Telangana, only 1.3 acre land, only 1.3 acre land, not 1.5 acre, small land. He is earning 4 to 5 lakh rupees per year. I have given the model farmer article in That to Nature this month. If you want, you can contact with him, write down his number. Rajendra Reddy, Guntur district, Andhra Pradesh. Guntur district, Andhra Pradesh. 85 00 61 7426. 85 00 61 7426. You can contact with him. You go and visit the model. And then the youth will come back and they will start Subhash Palekar 1 acre food forest model. In home, he will get the job, fantastic job, giving best services to the parent, father and mother, and to mother land also. If we will go and visit our model in Vidarbha, Pramod Thakre, in 3 acre model, 3 acre only, 5-year model, he is getting 9 lakh rupees per year, 9 lakh rupees net income. 3 lakh rupees per acre. 3 lakh rupees, 25,000 rupees salary per month. In cities, in the industry, they are getting only 8,000 per month, 12-hour work. And here, he is king. He is a king. I am a king. I am a king. I am a king. I am not labor. I am not servant. And I am not slave. I am not. Pramod Thakre, District Nagpur, write down his number. Pramod Thakre number. At post Katol, District Nagpur, Vidarbha, 9890252668. 9890252668. Fantastic model, fantastic. So we are giving the solution. We are giving the solution. And cost of production is zero. Cost of production is zero. In Subhash Palikar natural farm. Nothing to be utilized. We have seen last episodes our definition of the spiritual farming, Subhash Palikar spiritual farming, what the nutrients and inputs, what the nutrients, nitrogen, phosphate, potash, macronutrients, what the nutrients and inputs, cultivation, spraying, irrigation are required for the best growth and development of the plant body are not to be supplied by the human being, only to be supplied by the God, and that is spiritual farming. We have seen in last episodes, last workshops, that there is a beautiful, fantastic, marvelous, self-reliant, self-sufficient, self-developing, self-nourishing system of the God, by which all nutrients are available, given by the God, without any human existence and assistance. The God has not given any role to human being in the growth and development of the plant body. Everything will be done by the God. We have seen scientifically. I have given scientifically. And I am giving open challenge to the Agriculture University in ICF and also promoter of the organic farming and go-organic farming. Open challenge. They have to prove that what Subhash Palikar is saying, it is not a truth. They have to prove. It is not a science. They have to prove. There. Satyu. Everything is given by the God. And we have seen the God has given the best role in that God created system to two animals. One, uncountable species of the microorganisms, and second, local earthworms. And we have seen that local cow dung is having the great capacity, attraction power to activate the local earthworms and microorganisms. Local cow dung, local cow dung. We have seen scientifically. And we have seen that local cow dung is a absolute culture of the all species of the microorganism. In 1 gram of the local cow dung, I have seen minimum 300 crore. That means 3,000 million of the beneficial effective microorganism. 3,000 million. 3,000 million. God has created the cow. Cow is not created by human being. Cow came first on the earth, and then God has sent a human being on the earth. That means cow is not created by the human being. It is a God gift, a fantastic gift of your mother. Local cow, local. Beautiful. Maybe Ongol, maybe Bargur, maybe Kangayam, maybe Kushnagadi, or maybe all breeds of the local cow in India. And we have seen 10 kg local cow dung is enough for 1 acre land. Not as a manure, not as a fertilizer, only as a best culture of the microorganism. Best culture of the microorganism. When we utilize 10 kg local cow dung, you are utilizing 30 trillion, 30 lakh crore useful microorganisms. Visible, invisible. We know about soil microflora only 1%. Only 1% we know about the soil microflora. We don't know 99%. Science don't know 99%. The huge biodiversity of the microorganism in the soil, huge biodiversity, created by the God. Created by the God. Why God has created all these species of the microorganisms? Why? You study entire system of the God. This universe, stars, planets, nature, and biodiversity, entire biodiversity. You study minutely. Show single fault in the God created system. Show. No single fault. Well managed, well planned. We cannot find out single fault also. That means if God has created uncountable species of the microorganisms in the intestine of the local cow, so that all the species of the microorganisms will come into dung of the local cow, and when local cow will cast dung on the soil, all the microorganisms will spread out in the soil, and soil will become enriched, saturated by all diversity of the soil microflora. That was the fantastic aim of the God. That means God has given the role to every species of the microorganism. Every species of the microorganism. 84 lakh living being. 84 lakh living being. Species. A huge biodiversity of the living being. are interrelated, correlated to each other. Each and every living being among these 84 lakh are belong to dependent from each other, upon each other. They are interlinked and interdependent on each other. Everybody has the role to create the fertility and productivity in the soil by creating the humus in the soil. That means God has sent first vegetation on the earth, plant, trees, creepers, climbers, as a food of vegetarian animal, as a food of vegetarian animal. And when God established the vegetation, the food of the vegetarian animal, then God has sent vegetarian animal on the earth. But when the population is increased out of control of the vegetarian animal, to control the uncontrolled population of the vegetarian animal, God has sent non-vegetarian animal to eat the vegetarian animal. And the residues of the vegetation plant are the food of microorganisms to create the humus in the soil. And that humus is the food stock of the roots of the plant body. What a fantastic system! What a marvelous system! Beautiful, beautiful. That means we have seen last episode, humus is the fertility and productivity of the soil. Humus is the liveness of the soil. Humus is the mother soil. Humus is the foodstock of the root zones. Humus is a mother soil. Humus is a mother soil. And that humus is created by decomposition of residues of the vegetation. Residues of the vegetation. And this decomposition process is done by all species of the microorganisms, all species, visible, invisible, all species. That means all species of the microorganisms are involved in the creation process of the humus, in the creation process of the fertility and productivity of the soil. That means it is our duty as a spiritual, it is our duty to utilize entire cow dung, local cow dung in the soil. Visible, invisible microorganisms species will enter in the soil and they will create the humus. Last year, before 6 months, Honorable Governor of Gujarat State, Honorable Acharya Devratji, is my close friend and big campaigner of this movement in India. He organized my meeting with the Vice Chancellor of Agriculture. full day meeting. 4 agriculture university vice chancellors were present in that meeting. Their research directors were present. Some research stations directors were present. Full day meeting. And full discussion. Vishay, subject, Subhash Palekar, natural farming. The Vice Chancellor of Anand Agriculture University told me in that meeting, sir, we are doing your work. My work? Yes, your work. Our university has manufactured on bioculture. Yes, shown me bottle. This bioculture. I said him, okay, fantastic job you have done. Beautiful. I congratulate you. But tell me, if you utilize this bioculture, small bottle for 1 acre, and you will not utilize any manure, any fertilizer, no Jivamrutam, no Ghanajivamrutam, nothing, only your bad fertilizer. Show me that your model is giving more production than Subhash Palekar's natural farming model. Show me. You are not having any answer. I asked him, Honorable Vice Chancellor Ji, how many staff members of the university? 3,000. You are giving salary? Yes, I am giving salary to all servants, officers, and research directors. Everybody is having his role? Yes, everybody is having a role. His work. There is a chain of the work. Any useless people? No. Everybody is having a role to establish this entire university campus. I said, that means everybody is having the role to manage all this university campus. But if you have decided, suppose you will decide that I will manage all the university and all other servants and officers, research directors, scientists will resign. Is it possible to manage? No, sir, it is not possible. Why? Because one man cannot do it. That means your all staff member is having the role, everybody is having a role. Then your university is continued very fantastically and well managed. So, Honorable Vice Chancellor, God has sent cow, Deshi cow, local cow on the earth and created a beautiful factory in the intestine of the local cow. And in the intestine of the local cow, all beneficial effective microorganisms are created which are required for the humus creation, are coming in the dung of local cow. And when the local cow cast its cow dung on the surface of the soil, all uncountable, invisible, visible species of the microorganisms spread in entire soil, and they manufacture the humus. That means in humus creation, every species among millions of the species of the microorganism is having the important role in the creation of the humus. That means if you will utilize whole cow dung as a culture in Jivamrutam, Ghana Jivamrutam, then you are spiritual. Then you are spiritual. Because you are adopting the principles and philosophy of the God. You are accepting the truth and you are accepting the God. But what you have done? Waste decomposer, developed by Delhi Organic Farming Center, EM solution, Japanese technology, culture. One, there is a Goshala near Ahmedabad, commercial Goshala, commercial, 100% commercial. They have people in culture. Go Amrutam, what the name? I don't know. Companies are creating manufacturing cultures and university also manufacturing cultures. What they have done? They have taken 4-5 species of the useful bacteria through their dung, local cow dung. 4-5 species, which are responsible for speedily decomposition of the straw material. Speedily. Only 4-5 or 10. And they have prepared the culture. They have prepared the culture. And when you utilize this waste decomposer, EM solution, Go Amrutam, university culture, company culture in the soil, as these bacteria species are highly decomposer, they decompose the straw in the soil very speedily. And due to this speedily decomposition, carbon is released, coming in the atmosphere, combined with the oxygen in the atmosphere, and with the oxidation process, carbon dioxide is created. It is remain in the atmosphere for long period, 120 years. It is not destroyed, and as it is a greenhouse gas responsible for global warming and climate change. What you are doing, you are not spiritual because you are doing against the God creation, against the God principles and philosophy. God has given order to human being, utilize whole dung, not single species, and you are utilizing species, separate, specific species. It is against the God's principles and philosophy. You are not spiritual, you are atheist. You are atheist. Nastika, Pakhand. Subhash Palekar, natural farming utilizing whole local cow dung, whole local cow dung. Visible, invisible, all species of the microorganisms in the Jivamrutam, Ghana Jivamrutam, so that humus can be created. Satyu. Now, what has happened? Go Adharit Kushi, cow based farming. Subhash Palekar natural farming is not a cow based farming, is not a go Adharit Kushi. No, not at all, not at all. Not. That technology is a go Adharit Kushi, cow based farming, which is dependent on farm-aid manure, that means cow dung manure. That is cow-based farming. That is cow-based farming. That means in waste technology, farm-aid manure, FYM, cow dung manure is utilized. That is go-based farming. That is go-adharit krishi. In chemical farming, every farmer is utilizing cow dung manure, FYM. Every farmer in chemical farming. Orchard growers in chemical farming are purchasing truckload of the cow dung manure and they are utilizing. They are chemical farmers utilizing urea, phosphate, potash, N-type. That means chemical farming is a go-based farming, cow-based farming. Chemical farming is a go-adharit farming. When you say go-adharit, you say chemical farming. You say chemical farming. When you promote go-adharit krishi, you promote chemical farming. Yes, you promote chemical. What you are doing? Compost, vermicompost are manufactured by dung of the local cow. That means organic farming is a go-adharit krishi. Cow-based farming. Very dangerous. Responsible for global warming and climate change. We have seen scientifically. We have seen. Go-adharit krishi. Cow-based farming means cow dung manure-based farming. When you prepare cow dung manure, vermicompost in the pit, what is happen? The carbonic matter in the cow dung manure pit is decomposed in the first stage by actinomycetes, which are not bacteria, which are not funguses, in the middle stage of the bacteria and fungus, actinomycetes. And carbon is released. And that carbon is coming in the atmosphere, free carbon. And that free carbon is oxidized in the atmosphere with the oxygen, combined with the oxygen. Carbon dioxide is created and it is emitted in the atmosphere. It is a greenhouse gas responsible for global warming and climate change. That means cow dung manure preparation method in the pit, vermicompost preparation method in the pit, responsible for emission of the carbon dioxide, greenhouse gas, responsible for global warming and climate change. In that cow dung manure, compost, vermicompost, what are the nitrogenous materials? Proteins are there, residues of the urine are there, This nitrogenous material are decomposed by nitrosomonas bacteria, nitrococcus bacteria, and ammonia is converted into nitrite. In the pit, proteinous nitrogenous material are in the form of the ammonia. During the decomposition by actinomycetes, ammonia is created. That ammonia is converted into nitrites, Nitrite, yes, nitrites, by nitrosomonas and nitrococcus bacteria in the second stage. In the third stage, these nitrites are converted into nitrates by bacteria in the third stage. And in the last stage, these nitrates are converted into free nitrogen, Nitrococcus denitrificans bacteria. Nitrococcus denitrificans bacteria in the free nitrogen. Entire ammonia inside the cow dung manure, compost, vermicompost is converted into free nitrogen after all these microbial activities, and that free nitrogen is coming in the atmosphere, combined with the oxygen, with the oxidation process, and nitrous oxide is created, and that nitrous oxide remain in the atmosphere long period. It is a greenhouse gas responsible for global warming and climate change. What you are doing? Inside the cow dung manure pit, inside the compost pit, inside the vermicompost pit, anaerobic bacteria are activated. Anaerobic bacteria. They do not want oxygen for their survival. No. They do not want oxygen. They want only darkness. They are surviving in the oxygen-less atmosphere inside the pit. This anaerobic bacteria spoil the carbonic material inside the pit. This anaerobic bacteria spoil the carbonic material inside the pit, and methane is created. Carbon dioxide is created. Carbon monoxide is created. Hydrogen sulfide is created. All these are very dangerous, poisonous gases are emitted. This methane is emitted in the atmosphere, remain in the atmosphere for 20 years, not neutralized, and methane is greenhouse gas which is responsible for global warming and climate change. That means go adharit krishi, cow dung manure based farming, indigenous traditional Indian farming, paramparagat krishi, and organic farming are responsible for the emission of the greenhouse gases in huge quantity and responsible for global warming and climate change. What you are doing? It is not a spirituality. And it is not a nationalism also. It is not a nationalism. India want to decrease the global warming, and you become responsible to increase the global warming. To increase the global warming is not a nationalism. It is not a Swadeshi. It is not a Swadeshi. No. And it is not a spiritualism also. It is not a spiritualism. When you spread out cow dung manure, compost, vermicompost on the surface of the soil, when you spread out compost, vermicompost, cow dung manure, oil cakes, and manufactured organic fertilizers purchased from the market on the surface of the soil, all these organic manures are having 46% stable carbon. 46% stable carbon. And when daytime temperature is enhanced about 28 degrees centigrade, this 46% stable carbon is converted into unstable carbon. Unstable carbon. Sthir carbon into asthir carbon. Unstable carbon. When daytime temperature is increased above 36 degrees centigrade, this unstable carbon is converted into volatile carbon. Volatile. Entire carbon is liberated. Entire carbon is liberated in 3 carbon. It is coming in the atmosphere, combined with the oxygen in the atmosphere with the oxidation process. Carbon dioxide is created. It is emitted in the atmosphere, and this carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas responsible for global warming and climate change. What you are doing, Go Adharit Krishi, cow-based farming, organic farming, what you are doing? What you are doing? Simultaneously, the nitrous oxide and methane also are emitted simultaneously. These are the greenhouse gases responsible for global warming and climate change. What you are doing? Government of India has given the legal commitment in Copenhagen Summit. The government of India has given the legal commitment in Copenhagen Summit that India will reduce 23% carbon emission. And it is the reality. Where to reduce? Up to 100, 0 degree, 0% also. How? If Go Adharit Krishi, Paramparagat Krishi, indigenous Indian farming, which is based on cow dung manure, organic farming, which is based on cow dung manure, sustainable agriculture, which is based on cow dung manure, chemical-free farming, which is based on cow dung manure, chemical-free natural farming, which are based on the cow dung manure. A lot of names are given by these people. Sadhu, all these technologies, if are responsible for emitting huge quantity of the greenhouse gases, increasing global warming and climate change, what a great hazardous impact of the climate change on the monsoon and our crops and our entire human life. What a hazardous. Then only option, only solution The government of India will have to ban the organic farming, to ban the Go Adharit Kushi, cow-based farming. Otherwise, no solution, no solution, no solution. Show me any single solution. I will accept. Show me. What you are doing, what you are doing, what you are doing. Subhash Palekar natural farming, no single gram of the greenhouse gas is emitted. No single gram of the greenhouse gas is emitted. Because we are not utilizing any manure, no cow dung manure, no compost, no vermicompost, no biodynamic, no chemical fertilizers, no EM solution, no waste decomposer, no Go Amrutam, nothing, no oil cakes, no fertilizers, organic fertilizers, nothing. No problem, no chance to create single gram of the greenhouse gas. No chance. No chance. When you burn the biomass after harvesting of the sugarcane and all other crops, when you burn the biomass after harvesting of the sugarcane crop, orchard and seasonal crops, you become responsible to emit huge quantity of the smoke in the sky. The smoke is the aggregate of the greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane, responsible for global warming and climate change. You are responsible. You are responsible. In Subhash Palekar natural farming, we are not utilizing single gram of the manure and fertilizer, and we are not burning single gram of the residues of the crop. No, not at all. We are utilizing entire residues of the crop as a mulching on the surface of the soil in between two lines of our naturally grown crops, so that humus can be created. Humus can be created. When you burn the biomass, you destroy the humus, stop the humus creation. But when you utilize the entire biomass, residue of the crop as a mulching on the surface soil, you create the humus, you create the fertility and productivity of soil, and soil become enriched by all biodiversities, all biodiversity. Only solution, Subhash Palekar natural farming. Only solution, Subhash Palekar natural farming. No solution. Show me any solution. I will accept. Show me any solution. Show me. Humus is created by microorganisms. All species of the microorganism created by the God. God is giving the message to the human being. Don't utilize 4 or 5 species of the microorganism to create this waste decomposer, EM solution, Go Amrutam. No. You utilize entire dung. I am sending entire dung. Subhash Palekar natural farming utilizing entire dung in Jivamrutam. That humus is created near the root zone, not beyond the root zone. Which humus is the fertility and productivity of the soil, liveliness of the soil. Humus is the soil, mother soil, that humus is created by the decomposition of the residues of the crop, residues of living being, direct residues of the living. And that decomposition is taken place by all the species of the microorganisms to create the humus. That means humus is created by all all species of the microorganisms which are existed in the local cow dung, sent by the God, sent by the God. And entire roots of the entire plants are taking all nutrients through the humus. That means microorganisms creating humus, food stock of the roots, supplying all the nutrients to the roots through the humus by cooking, after cooking. In exchange, the roots are feeding the raw sugar to the microorganisms to give available the energy and cell division, multiplication of the microorganisms. Symbiosis. Microorganisms supply the food to the roots and roots supply the sugar to the microorganism. Symbiosis. If root will supply the carbohydrate, raw sugar to the microorganism, then microorganism will create the humus, otherwise no. Because they want sugar for energy, availability of the energy, and the cell division, multiplication of the cell of the bacteria. That means humus is created near the root zone, not beyond the root zone, not in the pit, not in the factory, not in the outside area. I ask you, chemical fertilizers are not manufactured near the root zone, are created in the factories. That means fertilizers are created, humus is not created. That means chemical farming is responsible to restrict the humus creation, to stop the humus creation, so that soil will become barren. Cow dung manure, go adharit krishi, cow dung based manure based farming, parambaragat krishi is manufactured. Cow dung manure, farmyard manure is manufactured not near the root zone, outside the root zone, in the pit. Manure is created, not humus. Manure is created. That means Go Adharit Krishi is responsible to destroy the humus, to stop the humus creation, so that soil can become the barren. Compost, vermicompost are not created, manufactured near the root zone, are created in the factory. Manure is created, not humus. Biodynamic culture is created in the factory, in the laboratory, not near the root zone. Waste decomposer, EM solution in the factory, not near the root zone. Go Amrutam and university cultures, all company cultures in the factory, in the laboratory, not near the root zone. That means entire organic farming are responsible to destroy the humus, to restrict the humus creation, so that soil can become barren. Soil can. What you are doing, what you are doing. Subhash Palekar natural farming is responsible for the humus creation because we are supplying all beneficial effective microorganism species in the soil through the Jivamrutam, Ghana Jivamrutam to create the humus. Only Subhash Palekar natural farming can create the humus. Yes, yes, it is the first solution. Show me another any solution. Show me. I will accept. You will show as a model. Show me. Show me. I will stop my campaign. I will stop. I will promote your technology. Show me. Show me. Sadhu. Humus is created microorganisms and soil become porous. A huge network of the holes in the soil by incoming, outgoing activities of the local earthworms. Entire rainwater, maybe 18 inch in a day, is percolating to the holes created by the local earthworms inside the soil and deposited in the internal water reservoir. No single drop of the water will start to flow upon the soil. Entire water is deposited in the and all rivers are flowing throughout the year. Every drop of the rainwater is deposited in the soil in Subhash Palekar natural farming. When you activate the local earthworms. That means the God has given alone role to saturate the soil all biodiversities of the soil microflora and given role to only two animals, microorganisms and local earthworms. We have seen last time. And we have seen the local cow dung is having great attraction to attract the local earthworms and microorganisms so that they can activate in the soil. How much local cow dung? We have seen 10 kg local cow dung. Once a month for 1 acre. It is enough. Not 11 kg, not 11. When God has given 10 kg cow dung in my hand, and God said that only 10 kg required, not 11 kg also, for 1 acre once a month. One local cow gives 11 kg dung per day. That means 10 kg local cow dung of one cow of 1 day for 1 acre. We want once a month. That means 30 days local cow dung of one cow for 30 acre. One cow, local cow, 30 acre land under Subhash Palekar natural farm. We can cultivate. Not can, is cultivated. As a model is so. 40 lakh farmers are practicing Subhash Palekar. You can visit the miracles of this technology. When I had taken 200-liter water, 5 to 10-liter local cow urine, and 10 kg of the local cow dung. I have stirred it and kept for fermentation for 48 hours. And when the solution was prepared, I have utilized to the plants. That solution has given the result. No problem. But not given the miracle result. Not given the miracle. And this new generation want miracle result. Jobless, useless, hopeless. This hopeless and useless is given by universities, not given the skill, innovative power, and not given the creation power. Jobless. They want miracle result. So I thought to attract this youth which are jobless, hunger stomach, angry mind, to stop the future violence, we have to attract this youth. And for that purpose, we have to give the miracle result. Miracle result. So I thought, when we utilize 10 kg local cow dung, we are utilizing 30 lakh rows of the microorganism species, microorganisms count. But it is not enough. We want to increase the count in multiple quantity. And for that purpose, we have to search out any solution. I was known about one scientific fact, that fermentation process is responsible for speedily cell division, speedily microorganism count development. So I thought fermentation can be utilized, is to be utilized. I was well known about the fact, scientific fact, that sweets are responsible to enhance the fermentation process. So I thought, why we are not going to utilize sweets with the cow dung? Then I started my trials from 1 kg to 10 kg. I utilized the jaggery 1 to 10 kg, variable proportion. I utilize white sugar. I utilize sugarcane juice. I utilize small pieces of the sugarcane. I utilize honey. And I utilize the pulp of the sweet fruits, 1 kg to 10 kg. I have taken trials for 3 years. I replicated the proportion. And afterward, I found, after taking the trials, to utilize white sugar is a sin, is a mahapapam. Because white sugar is a slow poison. white sugar is not having enzymes, not having good bacteria, not having minerals, not having nutritional values, not having vitamins, and not having medicinal values. Only carbohydrates are and energy is existed in the white sugar. When you eat white sugar, and that sugar is coming in the blood sugar is increased, and to reduce the blood sugar, insulin is secreted. And when excessive sugar is eaten, that sugar is converted into energy. Insulin cannot control that additional sugar, additional energy which existed in the sugar, and that energy is converted into fat, and that fat is deposited in the body, and we face obesity problem. No single gram of the nutritional medicinal value. Problematic, slow poison. So raw sugar should not be utilized. Honey? No. To utilize honey, it is a mahapapam. It is a sin. It is a mega sin. Mahapapam. No. Honey is not the food of human being. No. God has created vegetation first, then sent honeybees on the earth. For what purpose? Not for human purpose, because human was not present at that time. First vegetation came, plants came, trees are come, climbers are come, then honeybees came on the earth, and afterward human came on the earth. That means God has not sent honeybees for human purpose. Then why God has sent? For pollination in the flowers, for pollination in the flowers. But God was known that if I will not create the great attraction of the flowers, honey in the flower, nectar in the flower, then honeybees will not attracted to the flowers and pollination will not be created. So God has created nectar inside the flower and has created great attraction about the nectar in the mind of the honeybees, so that honeybees will attract on the flowers, and they will suck the nectar to the flowers, and while sucking process, ultimately their legs will pollinate the flowers and pollination will be taken place. That a fantastic system has been created by the God. Honeybees are not known that God has sent for pollination. No, they doesn't know. They do not know. They only know there is nectar inside the flower. I want nectar, so I will go. I will suck the nectar. I will create the honey inside the stomach. That is only attempt of the honeybees. Why honeybees are creating honey in the stomach? By collecting the nectar from the flowers. Honeybee travel 18 kilometers in a day taking 3,000 incoming, outgoing in one day, collecting the nectar from the flower and manufacture the honey in the stomach, not for human being, no, not to utilize in the soil, no, not for medicine, no, to feed the queen mother, to feed worker honeybees, and to feed children honeybees. Because honey is the food of these honeybees. Honey is the food of the honeybees. The nest of the honeybees, house of the honeybees is built up by wax. And when honeybees eat 10 kg of the honey, 1 kg wax is prepared, and that wax is utilized for the construction of their houses, construction of their nest. Honeybees are not working for human being, no. And when we eat 1 tablespoon of the honey, we destroy 150 honeybees with hunger stomach, with empty stomach. They are not getting the honey. You are responsible to imbalance the environment. You are responsible. If everybody will try to eat the honey, and they will destroy all the honeybees' combs, all the honeybees' nest, houses, and honeybees will not survive. And when honeybees will not survive, pollination will not be taken place, because 80% pollination has been done by the honeybees. Fundamental science says. And then pollination will not be taken place. The grain will not be modified. Fruit will not be modified. We will not get food. What a big problem you are creating when you utilize honey to eat and to utilize in the soil. What a great problem. Destroy environment is not a spiritualism. Destroy environment is not a spiritualism. No. It is atheism. It is Nastika. Pakhand. No white sugar, no honeybee. Fantastic results are given by naturally grown jaggery. Sugarcane grown under Subhash Palekar natural farming. Sugarcane juice is derived and jaggery is manufactured only utilizing the lady's finger juice and small quantity of the lime, no hydrous powder, no chemicals, and that black jaggery, natural jaggery, is the ocean of the nutrition value and medicine value. Ocean of the nutrition value. Best, beautiful. If you will eat white sugar, definitely you will suffer by diabetes. Uncontrolled sugar in the blood. But you will eat naturally grown jaggery with naturally grown sugarcane. The diabetes will be recovered. Yes, it is the fact. How to prepare jaggery, I will give the entire technology in this series. Entire technology I will give. In home. And we will plant sugarcane in this model also. In this model also. 1 acre model. Yes. Yes. So that we can get the sugarcane fake juice to drink as substitute of Coca-Cola, beverages, hazardous, very poisonous, and to substitute of the white sugar. Yes, very good, very good. Naturally, Konjagri 1 kg. Fantastic result, fantastic result. So that when you utilize jaggery or sweet fruit pulp or sugarcane juice or small pieces of the sugarcane in the 200 liter water with 10 kg local cow dung and local cow urine, fermentation starts immediately. Fermentation starts immediately. Within 20 minutes, cell division is taken place. Within 20 minutes, cell division is taken place. When fermentation starts, within 20 minutes, 60 lakh row bacteria, double. Within 40 minutes, 120 lakh row. Within 1 hour, 240 lakh row. In 48 hours, uncounted, parab the crore, uncounted. Millions of the trillions bacteria. And given miracle result, When I utilize this solution, given miracle result. But one problem is created again. Because I have multiplied the cell division. I have multiplied the cell count. Bacterial count is speedily. Uncountable bacteria are created. They want energy for their activities. When I am speaking, I am utilizing energy. When I up the hand, some energy, kilocalorie energy is utilized. Every activity of every living being wants energy. Without energy, we can't activate. We can't do anything. Big problem, how to supply the energy to these uncounted microorganisms. I was well known about the scientific fact that carbohydrates are having the energy. 1 gram carbohydrate is having 4.5 kilocalorie energy. But which energy? Negative energy, not positive energy. Negative energy. Why negative energy? Because that energy is become responsible for obesity and diabetes and heart attack. We do not want that negative energy. We want positive energy. That means we do not want carbohydrates, sugar. No. Fat is having 1 gram fat is having 9 kilocalorie energy, double than carbohydrate. But negative energy. Fat is deposited in the body, obesity is started, and heart attack and all these problems are there. No, we do not want negative energy. Only positive energy existed in the proteins. Only positive energy is existed in the proteins. 1 gram of the protein is having 4.5 kilocalorie energy. So I thought that we have to utilize the proteins. We have to utilize the protein to give available the energy to the microorganisms. And I was known about the fact, scientific fact, that those pulses crops, dicot leguminous pulses, which are belong to leguminous family, subfamily Papilionaceae, they are the best source of the proteins. Best source of the proteins. In pulses, in pigeon pea, seed 24% proteins. That means we have to utilize the pulses, seeds to get available energy as a positive energy. So then I decided to utilize the flour of the green gram, flour of black gram, flour of cowpea, pigeon pea, Bengal gram, also the horse gram, moth bean, pea, drumstick, and entire pulses. Soybean, groundnut, entire pulses. From 1 kg to 10 kg, variable quantity. At last I found the best result has been given, topmost result had been given by the positive energy existed in cowpea, alsandi, cowpea, lobia, cholai. Then pigeon pea, other tuar. Then Bengal gram, chickpea, Bengal gram. Then green gram, then horse gram, moth bean, but not to be utilized soybean flour and groundnut flour. Why? Because soybean flour, groundnut flour is having huge quantity of the oil, and when you utilize soybean flour and groundnut flour, the oil is spread out on the Jivamrutam. Air is not inserted in the Jivamrutam, and bacteria are not getting the oxygen, and then create big problems. So pulses flour means groundnut flour is not to be utilized, soybean flour is not to be utilized. One so-called agriculture scientist, basically he is not scientist. Those are scientists who discover something from the nature, new, updated, not just discover in last by anybody. New thing, updated, who discover first time, he is a scientist. And that big scientist has not discovered anything. He is a journalist sitting in front of the computer, searching the net, taking the graphs, and writing the articles about agriculture in the media. He said one meeting, open meeting, with one yoga guru, that you utilize groundnut oil in the Jivamrutam. He suggested you utilize groundnut oil in the Jivamrutam. One Suresh from Karnataka promoting oil utilize oil in the Jivamrutam. What he said? Oil is having the protein. Yes, proteins. I know oil is having fat, no protein, but he said protein. But they salute to their intellectuals. Then so many calls I have received that this journalist, but he is launched not as a journalist, he is launched agriculture scientist by one organization, social organization, big organization in India. And he is promoting to utilize ground oil in Jivamrutam. Then I contacted him. What you are doing? What you are doing? We are not given answer. What these people are doing? They don't know science. They don't know science. No. So no soybean and groundnut flour. 1 kg flour is enough. Then I have prepared the solution. 200 liters water, 5 to 10 liters of cow urine, local cow urine, 10 kg cow dung, 1 kg jaggery, or 1 kg sweet fruit pulp, or 10 kg pieces of the small pieces of the sugar cane, and 1 kg flour of the pulses. And it is stirred and preparation is ready. And I have given to plant miracle result, miracle. We have seen that God has sent local cow so that it will cast the dung on the earth, on the soil, and all God created microorganism species will spread out in the soil and they will create the humus. I thought, because all these local cows are fed chemically grown fodder, not naturally grown fodder. 99% people, farmers are feeding chemically grown fodder. And residues of the poisons are coming in the fodder, in the stomach of the local cow, and maybe biodiversity of the microorganisms may be disturbed, and what we are expecting the count we will not get. So I thought that in the soil is a big, huge biodiversity of the microflora, soil microorganisms. If I will take handful soil from the burnt or the forest, I will take all biodiversity, real biodiversity, fundamental biodiversity of the microorganism. Because in the forest and in the burnt of the farm, no chemical fertilizer is utilized. And we can create the beautiful biodiversity in the Jivamrutam. And I started to utilize one handful soil from the burnt and the forest in the Jivamrutam. I have given the clarification that real mother is existed near the root zone, not beyond the root zone. Those microorganisms which are the mother of the plants, which feed the food to the roots, are registered near the root zone. Not in the laboratory, not in the laboratory. And all real mothers, that means bacteria, real mother, are existed near the root zone. And stepmother in the laboratory, real mother bacteria are existed near the root zone, which feed the food to the roots. Real mother near the root zone. And stepmother in the laboratory, EM solution stepmother, garbage enzyme stepmother, waste decomposer stepmother, go amrutam stepmother. All the cultures are stepmother. Sautilima, stepmothers. And definitely stepmother will damage to you. Not all stepmother in India. So many are exemptions, but so many are also responsible to damage the stepson. We do not want stepmother which are prepared in the laboratory. No EM solution, no garbage enzyme, no your waste decomposer, no go amrutam, no, they are stepmothers. Real mother near the root. Every crop is having the real mother. Green gram is having its own real mother, Rhizobium species, near the root zone, in the nodules on the roots. But soybean is not having the Rhizobium species, real mother. No. Soybean is having its own real mother, Rhizobium japonicum. If the real mother of soybean existed in the roots, nodules on the roots of the soybean plant. But Bengal gram is having its own real mother, that is Rhizobium glottii, in the roots, near the roots of the Bengal gram crop. Every crop is having real mother, own real mother, specific real mother. That means when you want real mother, you take handful soil attached to the roots of the plant, and that is the real mother. When soil is attached to the root, that is the real mother. And in the laboratory, stepmother. We collect the soil attached to the roots, dry in the shadow, take earthen pot, small or big pot, earthen, hullad, earthen pot, small or big matka. Add this soil attached to the roots in the matka, in the earthen pot. Cover the mouth by 2 layers of the cotton cloth. Bind this cotton cloth with the rope and cover the cotton cloth by local cow dung slurry and hang in the house. And that is the real culture of the real mother microorganisms which are existed near the zone. That is the real mother. Not waste decomposer, not EM solution, not garbage enzyme, and not Go Amrutam, and not university and Goshalas and companies biofertilizer. No biofertilizer. One handful. And preparation is finalized. And there was one dried tree near, dried, only newly dried. Within 2-3 days, it was dried. I thought that Why we are not utilizing to this dried plant? When I have utilized dry Jivamrutam to dried plant, that solution. Within 3 days, green leaves have come out. And 10 days, entire plant become green. A miracle. It is Amrutam. And I have given Jivamrutam. Now it is popularized in the entire world, Jivamrutam. That means we have to utilize Jivamrutam, we have to prepare Jivamrutam. For Jivamrutam preparation, we will take 200-liter barrel or cement concrete vessel or 1000-liter capacity, 1200-liter capacity vessel, cement vessel. So that we can prepare 1000-liter Jivamrutam in 200-liter capacity, 200 Jivamrutam. Don't utilize, if possible, the plastic drum. No. Plastic is not degraded. It creates a big problem. No plastic. In the market, you get the cement concrete vessels, big vessels, tanks. But no surety of the quality. But we have to build up our own vessels, own tanks, cement tanks, round shape, in situ, in our farm. Then we have 100% surety that I have utilized this cement, a best cement, and also I have sand particles. It is very easy to prepare. You can utilize 200-liter barrel also, no problem. Iron barrel, no problem. Then prepare the hole in the bottom, in one side. Prepare the hole in the bottom of the tank in one side. Insert the pipe and cork in the bottom. And straight opposite side, 9-inch upon the bottom, you prepare the hole opposite side, insert the tube, pipe and cork on both 1000-liter capacity to 200-liter capacity. If you are not having money to purchase the tank from the market, no problem. We have the slogan, money will not go from the village to the cities, but money from cities will enter in the homes, your village. We will not purchase anything. We will not purchase tank also. What is to be done? We have to dig the pit near the water reservoir. There is a well, there is a borewell, there is a tank or canal. You have to dig pit, V-shape, so that the capacity should be 1200 liter, so that we can prepare 1000 liter of the Jivamrutam, a big pit, remove the soil, keep the soil around the whole pit, take the stone, spray the water on the internal walls of the pit, and hammer the walls by stone, so that walls will become compact, and prepare the slurry, water and cow dung, local cow dung, and slurry should be utilized to cover the entire walls, internal walls of the your pit. And after drying, you pour all Jivamrutam, prepare Jivamrutam inside the pit. What are the cracks are appeared on the walls? The cracks are totally fulfilled by the Jivamrutam, and then no percolation of the Jivamrutam inside the walls. No single rupee is required. No single rupee is required. You can do fantastic. Not necessary to purchase any tank from the market. Then in 200 liter, I will give the preparation. Write down. How to prepare Jivamrutam. Write down. How to prepare Jivamrutam. 200 liter capacity. Write down. 200 liter capacity. Take 200 liter water in the tank. Take 200 liter water in the tank. Not salty water. Not salty water. Sweet water only. Sweet water. Not salty water. pH value of the water should not be above 7.5. Then add 5 to 10 liter local cow urine. Then add 5 to 10 liter local cow urine in that 200 liter water. If you have local bullock, you can utilize 50% urine of the local cow and 50% urine of the local bullock. But not alone the urine of the bullock, not alone. And no urine of the buffalo, no urine of the Jersey Holstein. No, not at all. You have to utilize in the 200 liter water. Then take smell some quantity of the water in the iron pan. Add 10 kg cow dung in the water and mix the cow dung in the water by your fingers very well, so that entire cow dung will be dissolved in the water, and then this slurry should be added in the 200 liter water. Then this slurry should be added in the 200 liter water, so that it will be immediately dissolved in the 200 liter water. Otherwise, it will take some time. 10 kg. Then take small quantity of water in iron pan. Small quantity of the water in iron pan. Take 1 kg jaggery. Hammer it. Take 1 kg jaggery. Hammer it by wooden hammerer. Convert into powder. Convert it into powder, and that powder should be added in that small quantity water. Stir it well, and that jaggery water should be added in the 200 liter water, so that it will be immediately dissolved in the water and problem will not create it. When you utilize aggregate of the jaggery, it is not easy to dissolve in the water immediately. It will create some problems. So it should dissolve in the first water, then it should be added in the 200 liter water. Otherwise, if jaggery is not available, no problem. Utilize 4 liters of the sugarcane juice as a substitute of jaggery. 4 liters of sugarcane juice as the substitute of jaggery. Or 10 kg small pieces of the sugar cane as a substitute of jaggery and sugarcane juice. 10 kg sugarcane pieces, small pieces. Or 1 kg sweet fruit pulp. 1 kg sweet fruit pulp. I will repeat again. We have taken 1 kg jaggery. Otherwise, as a substitute, we have taken 4 liters of the sugarcane juice. Otherwise, as a substitute, we have taken 10 kg small pieces of the sugarcane. Or as a substitute, we have taken 1 kg pulp of the sweet fruit pulp. Sweet fruit. If you will double 1 seed of the papita, you will get 100 of the fruits. 100 of the fruits. When you plant 1 rhizome of the banana, you will get so many bananas. When you plant 1 sapota plant, you will get thousands of the sapota fruits. Not necessary to purchase from the market. It is easy to get available in our home. Then take 1 kg pulses flour, which is prepared grinded in our home or in the flour mill with whole seeds, not to be purchased from the market, no surety, no guarantee of the purity. 1 kg pulses flour. Take the small quantity of the water in iron pan. Then add small quantity of the pulses flour in the water and stir it well continuously. When entire 1 kg pulses flour will be dissolved in the water, and then this solution is to be added in the 200 liters water. And 1 handful soil from the burn or we have taken in the attached to the roots, 1 handful. Nursery soil. Add. What you have taken? 200 liters water. 5 to 10 liters gomutram, local cow urine. 10 kg local cow dung. 1 kg jaggery or substitute. 1 kg pulses flour and handful soil. Stir it clockwise. It is a universal direction. Entire galaxies, entire planets, entire stars are moving this direction. This is a positive direction. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Cover the gunny bag. Stir it well. Cover the porous gunny bag. Why porous? Because during fermentation process, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, ammonia, methane, these hazardous poisonous gases are created in small quantity. These gases should be evacuated, emitted through the holes in the atmosphere, and then Jivamutan will become clean. For that purpose, we have to cover the barrel by gunny bag, jute gunny bag. Keep in the shadow for 48 hours in rainy season and summer season, and in winter for 4 days for fermentation. Keep it for fermentation in the shadow in rainy season and summer for 48 hours in rainy season and in summer 48 hours and in winter 4 days, because due to the cold microorganisms enter in the dormancy. They can't activate with full strength, so fermentation will take some time, more time, so 4 days. It should not be exposed to the sunlight and rainwater. Sunlight and rainwater should be avoided by keeping the shadow. You arrange the shadow. It is very essential. Stir it twice a day, morning, evening, every day, clockwise, for 1 minute only, 1 minute. Morning, when you will go to the farm, stir it, and when evening you will come back, stir it twice a day. Within 48 hours or 4 days, Jivamrutam will become prepared for utilization. After preparation, we can utilize up to 15 days. Up to 15 days. The beautiful span or the multiple quantity of the count of the microorganism is 7 to 12 days. A middle span, 7 to 12 days. It is a beautiful span of the microbial count in Jivamrutam. So, if possible, utilize between 7 days to 12 days. It is better to utilize. And then, how to utilize, I will give all details later. Now, 1000 liter barrel. It should be the barrel should be taken of capacity, having the capacity 1200 liter. 1200 liter, so that we can prepare 1000 liter. Add 1000 liter water in 1200 liter capacity barrel or tank, cement tank. 1000 liter water. 25 to 50 liter of the local carbohydrate. 25 to 50 liter of the local carbohydrate. Add in that 1000 liter water for the preparation of 1000 liter Jivamrutam. Then add 50 kg local cow dung in that 1000 liter water. 50 kg local cow dung. Five kg jaggery powder or 5 kg sweet pea pulp, 5 kg pulses flour, 5 kg pulses flour, and 5 handful soil of the burnt or attached to the roots, virgin soil. Stir it well clockwise by a stick. We can prepare the stirrer, automatic stirrer. That device can be given in future. which can be activated by single phase or by hand, automatic, not necessary to keep the hand inside the Jivamrutam, not necessary. Cover the gunny bag, keep for 48 hours or 4 days for fermentation. And afterward, you can utilize for up to 15 days. How to utilize Amit? How to utilize Jivamrutam? Amit? It is very essential to listen, write down. "200 to 400 liters Jivamrutam, 200 to 400 liters Jivamrutam per acre, 200 and 4 or 400 liters Jivamrutam per acre twice a month through irrigation water. Through irrigation water. Before we will advance, I will give some information that in the first time in the history of our movement, mass movement, we have started new magazine in English, that is Back to Nature. A beautiful magazine, beautiful paper, beautiful cover, and beautiful articles with full color photos. With color photos. Entire color photos. You see. Beautiful. And we are giving the articles about all crops, even articles about terrace gardening every month, both agriculture and terrace gardening. Again, we will give the articles about the processing in a home and how to sell to state consumer without any mediator. We will give the articles. But I was editor for 3 years of big magazine at Pune, Badi Raja. I know very well that without giving advertisement, we can't continue magazine. No, not possible without advertisement. If you want to continue magazine, we have to take the advertisement. But when you take the advertisement, you are coming under pressure of the advertiser. No, this article should be banned. No, you don't take this article. And you damage your principles. So we have decided not to take single advertisement in this Back to Nature magazine. No. We will not take single advertisement of any company, of any government, of any organization. No, not at all. Without advertisement, we will prove that without advertisement, we can continue the magazine. We can continue. But it is not easy task. It is not easy task. For that purpose, jointly, we will do things. Jointly. So, we have kept 600 rupees annual subscription of this magazine. Annual subscription 600 only. And that annual subscription can be sent by demand draft or by money order, or you can send online. Write down the contact number for online subscription. Write down the contact number for online subscription. You see on the behind We have given the great importance to the cow. Amit Subhash Palekar. Amit Subhash Palekar. 96-731-62240. I would like to again repeat 96-731-62240. Those who want to send by money order or demand draft, write down the address. Write down the address. Amit Subhash Palekar. Amit Subhash Palekar. 19 Jaya Colony, Jaya, Jaya Colony, COLONY, Jaya Colony, Jaya, Jaya Colony, Sai Nagar Post, SAINAGR, Sai Nagar Post, SAINAGR, Sai Nagar Post, Sai Nagar Post, Amravati, 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 pin code 444607, 444607, Maharashtra. You can send money order or by demand draft. The magazine will be sent immediately to you. You can start the subscription from any month, no problem. But you have to support. I want your support. You try to increase the subscriber, because without 1000 subscriber, it is not possible to maintain the only printing cost. And now only 400 subscribers were subscribed. So it is your duty to enhance the subscriber. And now, those who are taking local cotton crop in Subhash Palekar natural farming, local cotton crop, local varieties of the cotton, straight line varieties of the cotton, straight line, improved varieties of the cotton under Subhash Palekar natural farming. They have to send their addresses, phone number to me. Area of the cotton, variety of the cotton, your address, phone number. Write down my WhatsApp number. Write down my WhatsApp number. Subhash Palekar, 9850352745. 9850352745. You can send addresses, phone numbers, email ID, and variety of the crop, so that we can launch your name, address on global level, and you will be the prior person in this moment. तो साथियों, Today, there are some Senapatis came here. In the N.S. Chandrasekhar, he is from Magutahalli, Chikmagalur district. He is having fantastic 5-year model of areca nut, cocoa, coffee, local banana, cardamom, coffee, pigeon pea, sweet potato. He started natural farming since 9 years, but he can't speak in English. He speaks only Kannada. So Pratibha, a big campaigner in Karnataka, she will interpret. So I will request to Chandrasekhar and Pratibha, please start your lecture for 15 minutes. You are welcome. Chandrasekhar ji, you are welcome. Pratibha, you are also welcome. Namaskar. Vanakkam. Yeah. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಾನು ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ, ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರು ತಾಲೂಕು, ಮೂಗುತಿಹಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಗ್ರಾಮ. ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪತ್ರಿಕೆ ಎಡಿಟರ್ ಆಗಿ, ನಂತರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕನಿಷ್ಠ ಈ ಸಾವಯವ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ನೈಸರ್ಗಿಕ ಕೃಷಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಬಂದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಭಾಷ್ ಪಾಳೇಕರ್ಜಿ ಅವರ ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ಗಳು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ದು, ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ಸುತ್ತೂರು ಮಠದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ 2 ದಿನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗಿ, ನಂತರ ಅವರ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಿಂದ ಪ್ರೇರಣೆಗೊಂಡು ಅವರ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಾನು ಜಾರಿಗೊಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಕೃಷಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದವನು. ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಿಂದ ಕೃಷಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ನೈಸರ್ಗಿಕನೇ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಜೀವಾಮೃತ ಬಳಸ್ತಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಆಗಂತ ಸಗಣಿ ಗೊಬ್ಬರನ ಬಳಸ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಮೀನು ತಗೊಂಡ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ 0.04% ಇತ್ತು. NPK ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನು ಮೈಕ್ರೋನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಯಿಲು ಪೂರ್ಣ ಅಸಿಡಿಟಿ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, 4.5 ಇತ್ತು pH. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ಜೀವಾಮೃತ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನ ಫಲವತ್ತತೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬಂದೆ. ಈಗ ಕಳೆದ 9-10 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಣ್ಣು ಎಷ್ಟು ಶ್ರೀಮಂತಗೊಳ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ನು 3.47 ಒಂದು ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿದೆ, 2.57 ಒಂದು ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನ pH 6.4 ಸ್ಟಾಗ್ನೇಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಇನ್ನು ಉಳಿದಂತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ NPK ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮೈಕ್ರೋನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಆಯ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ತೋಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಎರೆಹುಳು ಗೊಬ್ಬರ ಎಷ್ಟು ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಎರೆಹುಳುಗಳಿಂದ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ 13-15 ಟನ್ ಎರೆಹುಳು ಗೊಬ್ಬರ 1 ಎಕರೆಗೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಎರೆಹುಳು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಬಯೋಡೈವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸಸ್ಯ ವೈವಿಧ್ಯತೆ ಸುಮಾರು 120-130 ಇದೆ.
ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರೇ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಾನು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. Chandrasekhar, pardon Guruji?
Let her to interpret. Chandrasekhar ji, let her to interpret.
Okay, yeah, let him continue. Okay. So Chandrasekhar is from Muguthalli, Chikmagalur district. He is done his BA honors in Kannada, and he used to run a Kannada newspaper in Chikmagalur district, and later also he did some research and published on all the religious institutions, and he published a book. And after that, he happened to actually, after that book, he started looking into getting into farming. He attended one of Guruji's programs in Suttur Mat for 2 days, and then later he came back and started doing his farming by using Jivamrita, and he had his cow dung manure. And when he started, he had got his soil tested, and it was having the organic carbon was only 0.04. But in the process of applying Jivamruta and live mulching and the practices of zero budget and now SPNF, his land is at one place it is 3.47% organic carbon, and another place it is 2.57. And initially his there was the other micronutrients and other things in the soil test was very low, and the soil pH was acidic. It was 5.2%, and now the pH is actually it is stabilized at 6.4% of late. So
beautiful.
this is.
And
he was also talking about the earthworm population has increased so much that he is saying it's anywhere from 13 to 17 tons of earthworm castings that he gets. Continue, Madam.
Beautiful. Yeah. Now, say about the structure of the that 5-year model. Which crops are taken? Which is the main crop? Is something wrong with the voice? Something wrong with the voice. Voice is not clear. Voice is not clear. Voice is not clear.
ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರೇ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹಳೆದವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ.
ನಂದು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಬೆಳೆ ಅಡಿಕೆ, ಅದು 9-9 ನಂತರ 1 ಲೈನು ಕೋಕೋ, 1 ಲೈನ್ ಕಾಫಿ. ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ 9/9 ಬಾಳೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನ 28 ಬಾಳೆ ಇದೆ. ಎಗೇನು ಒಂದು 124 ಜಾತಿ ಕಳೆಗಳಿದೆ, ಕಾಡಮಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು 5 ಬೆಳೆಗಳು ನಾನು ಕಾಂಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಅರೆಕನೆಟ್, ಕಾಫಿ, ಕೋಕೋ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಇಳುವರಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಬೇರೆ ಗೊಬ್ಬರ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಸಾವಯವ ಓನ್ಲಿ 2% ಮಾತ್ರ. ಇನ್ನು ಅದರ ಆದಾಯ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಂದ 10% ನನಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ಒಂದು 70 ಕ್ವಿಂಟಾಲ್ ಅಡಿಕೆ, 75 ಬೇರೆಯವರೆಲ್ಲ 8.
ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರೇ, ನಿಮ್ದು ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕೋ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡೇಟಾನ. ನಿಮ್ದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಗುರುಜಿ, he has arecanut, coffee, cocoa, local bale and ilachi in his farm. And the way his arecanut is 9/9. Yeah. And the coffee and alternate rows of cocoa and coffee he has. And the banana, this is a 9-year-old plantation. So already he has yielding arecanut, coffee, cocoa. All of these are yielding. Now his arecanut is like he's getting 60 to 75 quintals.
Yeah.
Okay, and per plant he's getting like 15 kgs per plant, and the production compared to his neighbors is anywhere from 10 to 15% more. His arecanut. Okay, and coffee is only 2 years old, so he's getting around 12 bags per acre at present. This is very recently he's put the coffee plantation, and this also is 20% more compared to his neighbors. And the cocoa, he also has cocoa coming. And ilachi, it is again 2 years old plant, and he's getting around 0.5 kg per plant as of now.
Okay.
And what Mr. Chandrasekhar has also said was in arecanut, he's expecting the yield to go up in 2027. His estimate is he'll cross 90 quintals.
Okay.
So that's the estimate he's expecting. And bale was the banana. He has the local putbale of Chikmagalur district, and he used to have that at 9/9, But right now, after the planting coffee, cocoa and all, it's a 9-year-old plantation. He's now moved the coffee to 28 by 28 feet. Okay. And in the border, he has got around 25 different varieties of fruit trees, around 60 to 70 number, which are again, some of them are yielding. He has also spices like jaikai, nutmeg and other things. And nim weed management, water management ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ? ಅದು ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Let me know. He is not taken black pepper. He is not taken black pepper. And what is the variety of areca nut? Areca nut variety.
Okay. Areca nut variety is Tirthali local.
Areca
local. Okay.
Okay. And coffee is Robusto. And coke.
Black pepper.
Black pepper, he has just started around, he's put 500 and it is local Karimunda. That's what he's put. The plants are small.
Beautiful.
And for weed for mulching, what he does is he has in around 3 varieties of what do you call that, sweet potato. Nati variety sweet potato he has. He has the white, purple and red variety. And also during January, he actually puts a combination of tuar and he starts with cowpea and then also puts tuar dal as live crops in his areca nut plantation. And he has around 120 different, 24 different varieties of weeds in his farm. Okay, and he's actually gone and selected some dicot weeds and he's introduced them also, so that there is biodiversity of the weeds in his field. And he actually only once he actually uses the brush cutter during harvest time. He uses the brush cutter once, and he stopped plowing the land for the last 7 years. The model has not been plowed for the last 7 years. So these are some of the things. And after
continue.
And also what Mr. Chandrasekhar, I'm talking on him because his line is bad. So this is about his weed management and other things. And as far as the water thing is concerned, up to 4 years back, before 4 years back, he had to give water during the summer months, after like December, January, right? The summer months, he had to water every once a week. But now with the kind of mulching, humus generation and all of this, his water requirement has reduced to once in 25 days.
Beautiful.
So only 4 times or maximum 5 times in a year he waters. Correct, Alva Chandrasekhar Avare?
Oh, sorry.
Water percolation capacity, rainwater percolation capacity of the soil. How much it could increase?
ಇದು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ? ನೀರು ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭೂಮಿಲಿ ನೀರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಈಗ ಹೀರ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಪೊರೋಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭೂಮಿ ಇವಾಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಹತ್ತಿತರಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ನೀರನ್ನು ತಗೊಂತಾ ಇದೆ ಮುಂಚೆಗೂ ಈಗೂ ಅಂತ?
ನಮ್ದು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ 10 ನಿಮಿಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡೋದು, ನೀರು ಹರಿಯಕ್ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಈಗ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ ಒಂದು 10 ದಿನ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಳೆ ಬಂದ್ರೂ ನೀರು ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಭೂಮಿಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ ಎರೆಹುಳುಗಳು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಾವಿನ ಬಿಲ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಏಡಿ ಬಿಲ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ಭೂಮಿಗೆ ಇಂಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀರಿನ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಇಂಗಾಂತ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಈಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿದೆ.
Okay, so what he's saying is, earlier days within 10 minutes the water used to flow out of the land, but now even if there is 10 days of continuous rain, right, the water doesn't flow out of the land. It all gets into this. He's saying there are snake holes, there are ant hills, there are all kind of critter holes, and also the earthworm activity, which has made the soil such that the water doesn't flow even after 10 days of heavy rain in his area. I know people know how much rainfall is there in Chikmagalur area.
Okay. What about fruitfall? Because in chemical orchard of coconut or coconut, there is severe fruitfall. In natural farming, what is the condition now? Fruitfall. Small nuts are fallen down.
Okay. Chandrasekhar ಅವರೇ, ಈಗ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ತೆಂಗೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಡಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಕಾಯಿ ಕಚ್ಚಿದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಕೆಳಗಡೆಗೆ. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ದು ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅದು ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಫಾಲ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಡಿಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೀಳೋದಿದ್ಯಾ ಆ ತರ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಿಕೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬೀಳಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಈಗ ಗ್ರಾಜುಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬಂದು ಈಗ ಒಂದು 1% ಅಥವಾ 2% ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಾಯಿ ಉದುರುತ್ತೆ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನು ಕಾಯಿ ಒಡೆಯದೇ ಆಗಲಿ ಇದ್ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಂತರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಳೆ ರೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೋರ್ಡೋ ಸ್ಪ್ರೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, 4 ಬೋರ್ಡೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪ್ರೇನು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. 1% ಅಥವಾ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2% ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಾಯಿ ಉದುರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
Okay.
Now,
All right. So
what about comparison? Neighbor chemical arecanut and orchard, our natural. What is the difference about the insect attack and diseases on both?
ಇಲ್ಲಿ
Insect
ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ
attack and
ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್
Neighbor
ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್
chemical-
ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಯಾವ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಆ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಅಗ್ನಿಅಸ್ತ್ರನ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದು, ಈಗ ಒಂದೂ ಸ್ಪ್ರೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕಾಫಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕೋಕೋಗ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿಕಾಷನರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡೋದಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಜೀವಾಮೃತನ 20% ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಕ್ಟೋಬರ್ ಅಥವಾ ನವೆಂಬರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗ್ನಿಅಸ್ತ್ರನ ಜೀವಾಮೃತ ಕೋಕೋ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಫಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಏಲಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ಸ್ಪ್ರೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಸಹ ನಾವು ಕೀಟನಾಶಕ ಇದ್ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the fruit fall, his responses, it is very less. Initial days there was a little bit of fruit fall, but now it is reduced to 1 to 2%. Okay, and that he thinks is it's a natural process. That's what he considers it. Okay, and also he mentioned about Bordox. Like all the people in his area, they apply Bordox, and to date he has not applied any Bordox nor neem paste. And he is not finding any, he doesn't have any of this rotting problem, fruit rot and dropping problems. And as far as he's just taking it as precautionary measure for his coffee, cocoa, and ilachi. During the month of August, they give 20% Jivamruta spray to them. And also in the month of October and November, they give a Agnihastra spray so that they won't have this borer problem. But by itself, compared to his neighbor's farm, he doesn't have any insect or borer issues in his farm.
Now tell me, how much bunches on the areca nut average, and in one bunch, how many nuts? In natural farming and in chemical farming, what is the situation?
ಒಂದು ಗಿಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ 5ರಿಂದ 6 ಗೊನೆ ತನಕ ಬರವು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 2 kg 3 kg ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಬಂಚಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗೋದು. ಈಗ 4, 3, 4, 5 ಸ್ಟಾಗ್ನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗೊನೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 4 kgs ಇಂದ 5 kgs ಒಂದೊಂದು ಗೊನೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಅರೆಕನೆಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಹಸಿ ಅಡಿಕೆ. ಸೈಜು ತೀರ್ಥಹಳ್ಳಿ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ತೀರ್ಥಹಳ್ಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಮಲೆನಾಡಲ್ಲಿ, ಆ ಸೈಜು ಅರೆಕನೆಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
Okay. And compared to chemical farmer, ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ
ನಮ್ದೇನ್ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಸಣ್ಣದು ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಿಪ್ಪೆ ತೆಳು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಪಪ್ಪು ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಪಪ್ಪು ದಪ್ಪಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ತೂಕದಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ, ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ ತೂಕದಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದೇ ತೂಕ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ತೂಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಯಾವುದೇ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Okay. All right. So in the initial days, he used to get per plant, there used to be 5 to 6 bunches. And each of these bunches used to be around 2 to 3 kgs wet, the raw arecanut. But now it is like 3, 4 or 5 on around average. That's what he gets the bunches. But each bunch, the kg has increased from 4 to 5 kgs of the raw arecanut. And then what he's saying is his is a Tirthali local variety. And it is comparable to what is the kind of nuts he's getting is comparable to what comes in Tirthali at Shumaga. And the other point he also made was, compared to his neighbors, other chemical farmers, since his is a local, the size looks small. But when you remove the pulp, the inside nut size is actually considerably big.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Anything, any new
New
information?
thing, Jivamrita, he applies through, he is applying Ganajivamrita. ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವು.
ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಗಣಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಕಳೆದ 3 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಜೀವಾಮೃತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರಡನೇದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಕಾಫಿಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಘನಜೀವಾಮೃತನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. 4 ಹಸುಗಳಿದೆ, ಲೋಕಲ್ ಹಸುಗಳು. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಜೀವಾಮೃತ ಮತ್ತು ಘನಜೀವಾಮೃತ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಘನಜೀವಾಮೃತ ಹಾಕೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಡಿಕೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಇಳುವರಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತದನ್ನ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಘನಜೀವಾಮೃತನ 1 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 2 kg ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಕಾಫಿಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ, ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ 2 kg ಕಾಫಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕಾಫಿನೂ ಫುಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಜೊತೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಿಕೆನೂ ಸಹ ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇಳುವರಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಘನಜೀವಾಮೃತನ ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ನಾನು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಕಂಡುಕೊಂಡಂತ ಇದು.
Yeah.
Okay. So what he's saying is, initial days, along with Jivamrita, because he also had his cows. He has 4 local cows. He has Saiwal, Gir, and ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವುದು ಅಮೃತಮಾಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಅಮೃತಮಾಲ್ ಇದೆ. And ಅದನ್ನ ಅವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಗೊಬ್ಬರ, he used to use the cow dung. But then from the last 2 years, then he realized, then he says he stopped completely using the cow dung. Rather, instead of that, he's doing completely Jivamrita only. And for whatever plants were few arecanettes which were giving less yield or they looked a little weaker, he started doing Ganajivamrita and giving it 2 kgs per plant. And he's seen significant difference after doing that Ganajivamrita for those weakened, a little weaker plants. And for coffee also, since he started it only 2 years back, he's been adding Ganajivamrita to the plants and he's seeing significantly very beautiful plants. I mean, they look very healthy and shiny, and that is what he's seeing. So now he is not using any cow dung manure or anything. The farm is completely running only on lime mulch and Jivamrita and Ganajivamrita.
He's selling the nuts, seeds of the coffee, cocoa straight in the market, or he's processing in his home and he's selling the powder on his brand. What is happened?
ಅರೆಕನಟ್ಟು ನಾವೇ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಕಾಫಿನೂ ಸದ್ಯ ಈಗ 1 ಎಕರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಕೋಕೋನು ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ, ಕೋಕೋನ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಕೋದವರು ಅದನ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಕೋಕೋನ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಕೋದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ.
ಸೊ ನೀವೇನು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ? ಇಲ್ಲ,
ಸದ್ಯ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮುಂದಿನ ಈ ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ 100% ಅರೆಕನೆಟ್ಟು ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮುಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನಾವೇನೆ ಅರೆಕನೆಟ್ನ ಬೇಯಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೀವಿ. ಕೋಕೋನ ನಾವೇ ಅದನ್ನ ಅದು ಕೊಯ್ದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೀಜನ ಒಣಗಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫರ್ಮೆಂಟೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಣಗಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ.
ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಫಿನೂ ಏನಾರ ಮಾಡೋದಿದೆಯಾ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ?
ಕಾಫಿ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಯೋಚನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 9 ಎಕರೆ ಫಸಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ.
Okay, so right now his arecanut, all the 3 he's giving it in the open market. Like cocoa, he is actually taking out the seeds and giving to a company called Camco. And coffee is only 1 acre has started, and so in the future, if when all of it starts yielding, then he'll start thinking of how to do the marketing at that time. But right now they're doing the direct market of that. And so also with his arecanut, this year he's expecting they are getting full yield in all the 9 acres. So he's planning to actually cook the arecanut and actually process the arecanut and then actually sell it. So this is for arecanut only. So he's not doing any value.
Coffee Arabica or Robusta? Which is the variety coffee? Arabica or
Robusta. Banana is marketing the opcoms, local opcoms.
Yeah.
For kg 5 rupees extra payment.
Okay.
So his banana is getting 5 rupees extra payment at Hopcoms because it is natural.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful, Mr. Chandrasekhar. You have taken the oath not to speak in English and Hindi, only in Kannada. You are a great writer also. And miracle thing is that the organic carbon is increased above 3.51%.
Yes.
That is a miracle you have done. We want only 2.5%. That is and you have crossed the boundary. You are a champion now. Thanks to Mr.
Thank
Chandrasekhar
you.
and
Yes.
thanks to Pratibha also. You came, you are given so many valuable time to us, and definitely people will call you, and you have to do best service to give the people of the entire South India. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Then
Thank
I
you.
will invite a champion of the champion in Tamil Nadu, a big campaigner of Subhash Palikar natural farming in Tamil Nadu, Mr. Natrayan. Mr. Natrayan. A beautiful personality, totally devotion in Subhash Palikar natural farming mass movement. So I will call Mr. Natrayan. Please come. You are welcome. And you
Good evening,
are
ji.
doing this.
Good
Yeah, you
evening,
are
ji.
welcome.
Audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening to all, ji, Guruji, and
Good.
all the
Good
viewers.
evening.
I'm not Ryan from Tamil Nadu, Theni. I am following our Guruji's concept from 2008. In this linking process, Ananda Vigadan group helped me. I have to mention that. And the 2007, I read the book Ananda Vigadan. At that time, Pasumi Vigadan is not published. So my introduction was introduction to the SPNF, present SPNF was made by Ananda Vigadan group. So during 2008 January 1st, the seminar was concluded. 2007 December to 2008 January 1st. I attended the Guruji's seminar at E Road. That was the eye opening for me. Basically, I'm a agriculture graduate. I done my graduation. I completed my graduation during 1981. At that time, I was working as an agriculture officer. So taking leave, I fully attended with the dedication. I came, went to E Road and attended the subject. Quite drastically to my education, but the fully changed the chapters. All the which I know the fact is not at all the factor. After only attended the seminar. So full and fully I decided to follow. After returning, I purchased 2 desi cows, and from that from that day onwards, I am following. And also attended around 15 seminars of Guruji, even other state seminar in Kerala also, Kattapani also attended. In one of the Guruji's seminar, there was no translator. One day I took the class for translation, and came to as per Guruji's son marriage. I attended. I was given that privilege and attended the all India level delegates meeting. Then after that, regarding my crop, it is doing very better. Mostly, I'm cultivating banana crop. At one stage, I want to mention. Normally, red banana will give normally good yield is 20 kg, but it was a record yield during 2018 March when I retired. I brought that banana bunch to that farewell ceremony, and exhibited to all the farmers. All the farmers, some 500 to 600 farmers were gathered during 2018 March. I exhibited my red banana. They all astonished. How is it is possible? mostly 20 to 28 kg is it is normal yield red banana regarding red banana, but it is seems to be around 40 kg. How it is possible? All astonished. Moreover, right from 2008 to I was working as an agriculture officer, farmers training center. So full and fully, I advocate Guruji's concept without fearing the higher ups. Even on those days, ADs and all those presents, I took this subject. Then I was promoted as assistant director of agriculture. I worked at the Coimbatore district. Then again my promotion was a deputy director of agriculture. I asked the present deputy chief minister for his recommendation, Mr. O. Pannirselvam, OPS. He is my own district. I personally approached him and asked the post for the deputy director of agriculture in the farmers training center. He he felt surprised. Why are you asking formalities? Government of India scheme. There are very many schemes are there. It is nothing. Mere training is given. That is what I want. I declared my intention. So, as working as a deputy director of agriculture through the district, I worked. I disseminated the concept of Guruji. Conducted the hundreds of seminars and all over the. By this time, I was familiar to my Tamil Nadu state, and finally, during the 2017, I was promoted to the high post, district joint director of agriculture, at Kadalur district. It is bigger than 10 districts, 4 times bigger than 10 districts. So I fully utilized the opportunity to disseminate the concept everywhere as a JDA post. I don't fear. Even with the presence of the director and agricultural production commissioner, I took the class of the at that time zero budget natural farming. At one time, I organized some thousands of farmers at Kadalur district with the presence of minister, local minister, industry minister, and collector. But protocol avoided that incident because agriculture minister and all those people should be invited. So like that, that was cancelled. But all along the service, I fully canvassed our subject with the authentication of the, because I in my own farm I am doing the farming, so nobody can resist or deny the concept. So with the background of my experience, I talked with the farmers. So whenever I take the class, they felt, why don't you print a book and give us the zero budget concept, like that they asked. So that I wrote a book. I am showing it. At that time, zero budget natural farming to the farmers. During the farewell, thousands of books I depicting the Guruji's figure. It is written in Tamil. பத்மஸ்ரீ சுபாஷ் பலேக்கர் அவர்களின் ஜீரோ பட்ஜெட் இயற்கை வளாமையும் அதன் பயன்களும், like that I mentioned. So all those concepts were written in this, my own farming experience. And I went to Maharashtra with the government permission. No joint director will be permitted to attend a natural farming seminar for 1 week. Not even a 1 day they will allow, because it is a sensitive post. I have to contact with the collector and the minister. Even though knowing my dedication, they allowed me to attend the seminar at Maharashtra for 5-6 days. I fully utilized that seminar, and after return, I conveyed to my district farmers and all those. It is the
you tell about you tell
See?
about model. You tell about model.
Okay. Now present crop I am having some 3 acres of 5-layer model. In that 3 acres, that 3 acres field is surrounded by coconut trees. already planted coconut trees. It is planted 2003, so it is 17 years even before knowing this concept. The coconut were planted at the border. So in that field, 70 plants, coconut trees were planted. That field I took that for 5-layer model. Uh, at this time, I want to thank Mr. Selvam. He is from near Tindikal. He helped me to form this 5-layer model. He is now fully dedicated. He is started a Telegram group, SPNF Farmers Group, and he is doing a wonderful job. And he is having some, including myself, some 300 farmers. We are gathering. We are telling those practically. We are teaching them to the interested farmers through Telegram, SPNF Telegram group. That service going on. That man helped me to live the, because indigenous when at that time I was in service, so I can't go and get the local varieties. So he helped me in a very good way. So in that way, at present at that 3 acres 5-layer model, coconut trees at the border level 70 trees. Then timber value trees. Timber value trees were planted at the border. It is some 100 numbers of the varieties are mahogany and gaya. It is very well. It has grown some 20 feet. It looks very, very good. Then citrus. Before that, as a pomegranate, it is a main crop. Pomegranate 400 numbers. Then citrus or lemon 50 numbers. Amla 11 numbers. Mango also I planted some 15 numbers. In between that, papaya some 300 numbers. Papaya. All this planting started 2016 July. Then to convince my family, because my adjacent fields are cultivating, planting bananas, and within a year they are taking some lakhs of rupees. So I adjusted the spacing and planted red banana in that in my own. That is the concept is Guruji's concept, but in my own milling, within the space of 10 feet, I planted some red banana. 2017. That red banana gave a good yield up. 2017 harvest planted. 2017 when I was retired, March, the harvest began. Some in that 2.3 acres, 10 feet spacing, that gave me some 8 lakh rupees.
And Gawa also you are
red banana.
Gawa.
Gawa is 20 numbers, yes. 20 numbers are Gawa also this there. And during the 2000 initial period, coriander leaves as a greens, I took some 1.5 lakhs of income, coriander. Then when I have shown the album to you when I wish to meet you at Maharashtra, some photographs, intergraphs. Like that coriander, some 1.5 lakhs, I took that income. Then tomato, very good price at that time, nearly 2 lakhs rupees as an intercrop. Before planting, before red banana yield comes, I took the coriander, then this one, tomato. It crossed 3 lakhs rupees, and also castor, marigold, some pulses, some thousands minimum, all those for the soil fertility, all those plants I took some yield. So altogether, it is now 4 years old. Till date, the income is incurred from that 3 acres is avoiding the pomegranate is now only starts to give yield. Last week I 120 kg I took the first yield. Before that 50 kg, now it is 120 kg. It will rise some 300, 400 like that. Now only it will rise the yield. So it starts to give yield. Then regarding the red banana I planted, it gave a 15 it height was it grow very well growth, 15 around 15 feet. So because 40 to 45 kg it gave the bunch weight. So traders very much they hesitated to harvest the blossom. At one time they have to give the for one bunch 1,700 to 1,800 rupees. So they can't market it. So like that they avoided the field money. That's the problem. It is not only for that. In the robusta crop also, green plant also, in some years I faced some problem like that. And the fruits are very big. We can't market it for the trade. We are selling it to Kerala. Even though it is, I'm not at all very minimum 1% or 0.1% only organic shop. Generally for the general sales only I am marketing. That is the thing. Like that in the 3 acres, first crop I took around 8 lakh. Then ratoon crop, the red banana ratoon crop, it gave me some around 5 lakh rupees. Then without my intention, third crop also, of course I want to destroy the crop, but without my any effort, without any effortlessly, third crop also it give me some yield around 3-4 lakhs. So purposefully I have destroyed the red banana, because then only I can took the yield of pomegranate, citrus, all those, because the plant Kanafi gave the maximum share. So other crops are unable to give yield. So now I purposefully decide the red banana, so that only pomegranate and amla, all those crops are seeming good. Meantime, once in a month, 1.5 month, I am taking the yield from the coconut border crop. 100 trees of timber trees also very well. It is an insurance for that land for my son and grandson also. We can say so. Some 100 numbers of timber, Gaya and mahogany like trees are there. It is regarding then 3 acres crop. Then leaving this field, some more, some 10 acres of banana I am having. That is 7 acre is third ratoon crop, some 7 acre. Then 1 acre fresh planting. Then 2 acres. It's annual. I can say as annual biennial 5-layer model. Papaya 8 feet.
Red banana.
Papaya.
Red banana.
Red papaya. 8 to 8. 8 into 8. In between them, tomato I have planted. Then marigold. Then between them some spacing adjustment. I drip irrigation, 4 feet distance. In the 4 feet distance, some drip lines are there, lateral lines. So in between the in between four papaya at the central place, I planted watermelon. Then cowpea. Altogether 5 crops I planted. It is 3 months old crop. It is papaya and watermelon also very good yield. But due to seasonal variation, some 50% of tomato is some affected by some disease. I am spraying our own cow urine and all those herbal spray. I am giving it. So it is out of further some 2.5 acres of mango, but it is old trees. It is some 20 years trees are there. I am also following.
Which
Local
variety.
Local varieties. Bangalore, Neelam, like that. Another variety pa? Casa, Bangalore, Banganapalli, like that varieties.
Tell me about
But
Juam.
it is at the
How much
foothills. Foothills. To
Juam
be frank, very one time only I have given. To be frank, I will take much care because it is rain-fed foothills.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I can't give good attention for that. It is 6 kilometers away from my native place. So, but it is giving the yield. I don't disturb the. I don't spray any chemical, fertilizer, nothing. So by natural way, it is coming good.
Okay. Now
These
tell
are
me,
any
what is the difference? What is the difference between chemically grown orchard and your natural grown orchard? What is the difference about the
very
production?
tasty, very all the right from banana, mango, all the very tasty. At one time, from the a man from with a trader from a scientist from Philippines, he came to my field. He tested the glucose content of the fruit. Usually, in other chemical grown fruit, the measurement was 17 like that, 17.58. But in our field, it was 21. Their measurement glucose content was 21. So our foods is very juicy. Moreover, when I say this, I am saying in our district we have started our SPNF association to market our bodies. We have started a market at Theni. It is our district capital, Theni. We altogether some 40-50 farmers joined. We have started for that district unit. I am the president, and a retired teacher, Mr. Raju, also a secretary, and Suresh, graduate. He is IT field, but now retired and looking the good agriculture. Nama SPNF farm. He is as a treasurer. So we jointly we started to market our produce. It started well, but because of the corona, some 3-4 months we closed it. Recently we have opened it for the 1 month. We have opened the market. It is becoming.
Okay. Okay, beautiful, Mr. Natarayanji. You are given the fantastic information about your orchard and red banana and further model. I'm really thankful to you have given your valuable time, and I think that
Sorry.
this
Okay.
moment is spread out in Tamil Nadu. You are the key
Okay.
person of the movement. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
I also I submit that I am ready to translate the book in Tamil.
We will discuss.
Already I am having the okay. I will do the okay.
We will discuss. Oh, thank you.